Hello, hello, my beautiful family, my subscribers or not, and followers or not, those who are watching. Hello, blessed be. Listen, September 11th, 9/11, 4 days after the goddess's birthday, and I just had to come and just say thank you. First and foremost, thank you. Because on my birthday, I was going through that emotional roller coaster, like questioning, am I relevant? Of course you're relevant. Of course you're relevant. But I'm humble as well, and there's no conceit in me. Not very high-minded. I used to not be so. But my guides and the Spirit wants me to turn inward and look in closely and appreciate all of who I truly am. And that's amazing, right? And I've gone through some changes, significant changes over the last few years, transformation. They talk about being born again, dying to your old self, but they don't talk much about that part, the dying to your old self part. I know I have been transformed, I have been born again, I'm delivered unto the glory of God. But baby, that death piece though, I didn't know who the heck I was. Reinventing yourself is just that. Reinventing yourself. You're not how you were once. And who you are becoming, you get to choose that. But in this ascending and expansion process, in this transmuting stage of who you once were and who you are now becoming, like, you can be almost clueless as to where do I go now? What do I do now? Right? But beloved, chosen ones especially, just hold on and know that you are the essence of who you truly are. Never left you, came here with you. You just forgot about it. You're just being awakened to your true nature, your higher self, your divine plan of what you really came here for. And sometimes all of that is not in any particular order. I know that as chosen ones, ascending beings, we all had this calling. It's calling us. And then you answer the call and something in you says, yes, I want to know more about what that's about my true potential. And when you have a little fizzle, like a smoldering flax, Spirit will acknowledge that smolder, if it's nothing else but that, and will lead you on this journey to ascending to your higher self, your greater nature, the greater portion of yourself, and help you remember who you truly are. Really, it's like if we go all the way back, you'll end up at your inner child, the child that was in innocence and was unmarred and uninfluenced by the programming of this world, whether it's from our parents and from the television, from our educators. They program us, and that really further forces us to kind of like forget even more so of who we truly are. But those of us who are chosen, and you knew you were chosen since you were a little one, because you knew that you were different, you knew that you were exceptional. But the world didn't see it that way. They didn't see us as exceptional. They saw us as, an exception to the norm. Oh, they're a little weird. They're a little isolated. They're this, they're that. But when we really go through this process, we remember who we truly were. We were innocent, and we still are. In the divine space and consciousness, there is innocence, there's purity, there's love, there's joy. We were happy. But the programming comes in and says, no, don't be happy doing that. You gotta get on the Ferris wheel or the hamster wheel. You gotta get on track with what everybody else is doing, and this is how we do it. And this is why we forgot our highest potential. A lot of us forgot who we truly were. And then now in the ascension process, here we are trying to put ourselves back together. Okay, remember again, I can do that. I have the power to do that. I am that close to the divine that what I say and feel and think will actually materialize. Well, it's been that way all along, right? Everything that we see in our trajectory is as a result of what we've been thinking and feeling, dreaming, thinking about, focusing on. And if you are finding that what do you mean? I haven't gotten what I've been thinking about, what I want. What happens is a lot of times we think more about what we don't want than we think about what it is that we do want. And so that's why you'll see the chaos and the frustration, the confusion, because a lot of times we get into those thoughts of like, oh, I can't stand this, and the murmurers in the wilderness, and oh, why did we have to do this way? Like, I could have had it done another way, it would have been better. And oh, I can't stand when he comes over, there's always some drama. Well, I don't like people that do this, and I don't like people that do that. And what do you end up with? A smorgasbord of the shit you don't like. And I kid you not. Like, I've never been a Debbie Downer. I've always been what they called optimistic since I was a kid. Couldn't even spell the word. But that's me. And so I don't do a lot of negativity and all that pessimism stuff in my head. But there are other things that we do to ourselves, those of us who have been awakened to a way of being, but we haven't quite grasped how do we overcome this world that's in our face every damn day. Telling you struggle, strain, worry, connive, manipulate, get over, all that, right? Because when you've chosen and you're living your life according to a higher standard, a higher level of integrity, divine integrity, there's some things that we just can't do. Like, when I was a kid, teenager, hanging out with my sister friends, people say, oh, you're hanging out with the wrong crowd. Well, shit, if I'm a part of the crowd, then I am the wrong crowd. None of my people was the wrong crowd. All of the people on your trajectory are there for divine purpose, if nothing else but to teach you something and to stretch you and to prove you to yourself, right? If you're paying attention, if you have the opportunity to pay attention, because some of us didn't have the opportunity to pay attention to those things because we were distracted by the programming. That's all of us. But when you come to this place, and I'm grateful to be at this place of awakening, and I'm free from the chains, literally, like the hell. We used to sing them songs in church, be like, get the chains and the shackles, baby. I know what the chains and the shackles were, and I'm freaking free. Jesus, the chains on your mind, the fear, the doubt, fear of being abandoned, fear of being rejected because you have been rejected, so you don't step out because you don't want to be rejected. Fear of being too overbearing, or fear of being too high-minded, because they used to say, well, who you think you are? Pull your skirt down, get being all no to ride. That's what my grandmother used to say. My great aunt used to say it even more. Oh, you just act all no to ride, right? So we had to be a certain way, programmed. I'm free from the programming. I know I'm free from the programming. I am sovereign, and I'm grateful. And I'm grateful that I get to be here in spite of whatever is looking like it's not in alignment, because again, that's an illusion. This is an illusion. What you see, that's all comprised of what the collective have surmised to be, and it's not even really the epitome of who we truly are, of what life can be here on earth when we are all in alignment, when there's more enlightened beings in the presence on the earth, saturating the earth with light and love and abundance. Then you'll see life, heaven on earth. But until we can see past the illusion, like I don't even watch the news. I don't want to hear over and over and over and over, even though it may be a reality out there for some. I'm grateful that it's not a part of my reality, that there's murders and killings and sicknesses, and like I can't hear it, and neither should you. But you do what you have to do. But you also have to know how to, if you have to take it on, you have to know how to release it when you're finished with its purpose in your life. If you got this information for just to be educated and protect, and take away the negative energy, the tentacles of the media, the news. It can be depressing, it can be crippling, as it has been, especially over these last 3 years with what we've been being fed in the media. So you got to protect your energy and, be informed, but don't believe the hype. You can't believe everything that you hear on the news. You just can't. Again, listen, I'm grateful. Truly grateful.